What is up, team? So in today's video we're going to be having a look at KDA and a slight update from my last video, guys. So if you guys remember, 1 day or 2 days ago I said Kadena mini pump incoming, and I made this prediction or this reaction, and look at this now. Kadena is actually up 12% in the past 12 hours, I would say, or even less than that, in the past 8 hours, because we're obviously counting the new candles. So 11% and 11.71%. Things are flying. Bitcoin is pumping as well, but guys, nothing is pumping as high as KDA, and KDA is currently entering this parabolic stage. So can we see Kadena pump all the way to $3, which was my price prediction, which is currently sitting right here? We're going to have a look at that in just a second. And of course, RSI, we're going to be having a look at all the technical aspects. But first, let's have a look at this, guys. People on the watch list. People keep adding Kadena on the watch list, which is fantastic. Things are growing. The DEXs are growing. TVL is growing. The Kadena KDA ecosystem is growing, guys. And of course, in a bear market, there's nothing better to do this in a bear market. It's to build. So ranked 96, $2.37. We're up 12.35%, okay, in the past 24 hours, and of course 11.7 since the new daily candle. Of course, nothing crazy in the circling supply. Miners are still there. Volume has been hasn't been pumping that much. I would like to see the volume to mark up a little bit higher, maybe around the 15%, but it's currently at 8%, 8.4%, which is okay. 37 million is the volume. I would like to see, once again, Kadena to have a higher volume, to have a better and more attractive pump. But we are up, guys, and we're higher, and we're pumping more and higher than any other altcoins right now, at least on my watch list. So that's that markup of 437 million, guys. So we are reaching, once again, that $500 million market cap, and that's it. We're also going to be having a look at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is currently pumping right now. As you guys can see, in the past 24 hours, we are up 5.14%, currently above $24,000, which is fantastic. So we're going to be having a look at that. In the past hour, 1.37, market cap currently sitting at $461 billion. So let's have, before we dive into Bitcoin, let's dive into KDA real quick and see what's up. So first of all, we do have a slight resistance right here sitting at 2.4. If we have a confirmation above that, then we're most likely going to go to our next resistance, which is sitting at exactly 2.7. And then after that, it would essentially be the $3 area, which is anywhere between right here 2.95 and 3.3. So this would essentially be my sell area for Kadena if you're in a long, guys. I'm not going to be selling any KDAs, of course. I don't think you should be selling anything of your spot, but that is up to you. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your, at the end of the day, you guys are pressing the buttons. But this is that on KDA real quick. A lot of people are calling Kadena to go as high as $8. I don't know. What do you guys think? Can Kadena pump to as high at $8? Let me know in the comments below. And another thing I do want to talk about is this right here. This is the double bottom we had before Kadena went parabolic, and of course even a quadruple bottom we had. We had a nice little consolidation, and guess what? We took off. We entered this parabolic phase right here, and things are looking very, very nice. Having a look at the shorter time frames real quick before I get into it. So we are looking very, very oversold on the overbought, sorry, on the 15-minute time frame. On the shorter time frame, it seems like Kadena is going to either go one sideways or correct to maybe this area right here, 2.14, before essentially coming back up, because we know once we have a breakout, we usually do something like this. So if I were you guys, I wouldn't personally FOMO into KDA, because FOMOing is usually never a good thing, especially with leverage. But after this consolidation phase right here, of course a breakout was imminent. And right here we had a nice little ascending triangle happening right here, as you guys can see. That's about it on the shorter time frame, but I do want to go back on the daily time frame real quick. Something that I really didn't mention is the RSI. Okay, so the RSI, Relative Strength Index, tells you what's overbought, what's oversold. So right now Kadena is currently above 70, and I know a lot of people say, oh, RSI doesn't have to do anything. Okay, well, we're currently sitting at 74. The last time we were sitting at 74 was on the 13th of November. Now after the 13th of November, we had a few days of a pullback. No, sorry, it was right here. We had a few days of a pullback before essentially coming back up and essentially exploding. Now the thing is, I don't think Kadena is going to replicate whatever happened in September, because we are in a bear market right now, as you guys can see, unless we consolidate really, really nicely above 2.14 for some time, and then we could essentially take off for another leg. But I don't think that will be the case. I think this is just a mini bear market in a bull market. Okay, so this is why I say mini pump. Now, for those of you who are calling $8 is approximately all the way up here. It's this resistance right here, as you guys can see. This is $8. It's somewhere around this region. Okay, $8 is a far stretch, guys. That is a 232% pop on KDA for $8. That is a lot. That is not peanuts. So I mean, I don't know if this is gonna happen. I'm obviously very bullish on Kadena on the longer term. I'm bullish in 2024 and 2025. I don't know if I'm bullish on the macro right now in the next year or 6 months to a year. I don't think I'm that bullish, but very possible that we essentially come back up right here and we make an inverted cup and handle. So this would be an inverted cup and handle right here before coming back down. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. Or this is actually an Adams and Eve pattern. So it should pretty much go up, to be honest. Sorry about that. Inverted is something like this. Sorry for the confusion. Not going to be so much editing in this video. But anyways, yeah, so we could go as high as 3.32, guys. And we're going to have to see how this plays out. Having a look at the weekly time frame real quick, it seems like KDA does want to come back up to this area, and we're also looking for a reversal right here. I mean, we're currently at 42. We do have a slight resistance right here on the RSI sitting at 44, so very possible that we come back down and get rejected because we know support flips resistance, and we were consolidating right here. So very possible that by the time we reach that RSI level, we essentially start to trend back down. Also, I would like to see Kadena above 50 on the RSI in order to flip bullish again, and 50 is a top of this RSI region on the relative strength index. So this is this on Kadena real quick. Let's dive into Bitcoin and see what's up. Bitcoin, nice little reversal right here. Same thing as Kadena. We do have a strong resistance on the RSI right here. As you guys can see, this was support, and we have resistance. Now, the interesting thing is that the last time we were around this area right here, Kadena was sitting at, not Kadena, Bitcoin was sitting right here at $32,000. Now, the big question is, will Bitcoin have that breakout to $28,000, $29,000, the breakout that everyone has been talking about, including me? We're going to have to see. 28,000 is currently sitting right here. If we manage to have a successful close above 24,143 on the daily time frame, then yes, we could have a nice little pull breakout, not pullback. We could have a nice little breakout to $28,000 this week. We're going to have to see. Another thing is this parabolic trend right here that I've been talking about, guys, for quite some time. I did mention that yesterday was the ultimate test to see if Bitcoin was essentially going to hold that line or pump or dump. And we had two options. The first option would either be to come down and retest $18,000, and the second test would essentially be to be parabolic, so we can have some room to breathe and grow against that parabolic trend line. And this is exactly what is happening, guys, right now. We're exactly doing that. We had a nice little correction right here. Not a correction, we had a pullback right here, pop back up, another pullback right here, popping right now. We had one right here, pop to the upside, and we had another one right here. So all these patterns have pretty much been repeating each other for the past 4 times. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the main question is are we going to see this happening again? Are we going to see that nice little pump to $25,000, $26,000, have that nice little descending trend right here before popping to the upside? By the time we do that, we're going to be way oversold, overbought on the RSI. We're most likely going to be at 71, 72, 73, and this is when the next leg for the fifth wave is going to start, essentially. Now, if you guys haven't seen my past videos in the past, then I did talk about the Elliott wave pattern that consists of 5 waves, and we are currently right now in the 4th wave. So this would be the first wave right here. Second wave is a correction. Third wave is usually the biggest, followed by 5th wave, which is usually a correction or pullback to the upside, and then followed by a crazy, not a crazy dump, but a crazy 5th wave correction. And we see it happening all the time. I mean, we've seen it in bull markets and daily patterns where we see something like this, and this is how it would look like in a bull market. I don't know if I can find it here. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, or you can't. It's not really visible here. I mean, maybe you could go on the daily time frame and see it, but that's not what that's not what this video is about. But yeah, Elliott wave pattern does consist of 5 waves, and this is we're currently in the 4th wave right now. Now, I don't know when the 4th wave is going to end, but once we see 1 to 2 straight red weekly candles, then you could see, okay, we're in the 5th wave right now. we're most likely going to have a nice little pullback to at least $17,000, if not even less than that, between $9,000 to $13,000 in my opinion, and retest this area right here sitting at $12,000 exactly. So my bottom for Bitcoin is $12,000. Kadena should be back or under $1 by the time. Of course, guys, it's not financial advice. Always do your own research and due diligence. I'm just some guy on YouTube saying what I think will happen. If you guys like this video, of course, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video tomorrow.